Hello and welcome to the Halfway Line episode 6 with me, Arran Gordon, and my co-host
Leo Watt.
How are we today, Leo?
Very good. We've had a great morning so far.
We have had a good morning so far. Been quite a chill morning, isn't it?
Yeah, we've not done too much. It's been very chill. We did a couple little kind of teaser things.
Yeah, I did a bit of editing. It was good. Different day today. We normally record on a Wednesday, but because I'm going to Sunderland tomorrow to view the uni, we can't record on a Wednesday. So you're listening to this the day after we've recorded it.
Normally we record it on the Wednesday, edit it, and then upload it immediately.
All on the Wednesday.
But it's going to be scheduled this time. So if all goes well, you'll be hearing this at 12 p.m. on Wednesday.
You should be hearing this at 12 p.m. on Wednesday. If not, something's gone drastically wrong. But what have we got up for you today? We've got... Leo, do you want to give them the running order?
Yes. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about some of the Scottish Prem results.
Because you've actually watched some of the games.
Yes,
he's come prepared.
I've watched some games. I've got so many notes.
You do?
I'm really prepared this time.
You are.
So yeah, I'll talk about Scottish Prem results. Then, Aaron, you'll talk about the Championship, Scottish Championship, League 1 and League 2.
Yep.
Then we'll talk about the league tables.
The league tables, definitely, yeah.
And then upcoming fixtures.
Upcoming fixtures, like tonight with the Challenge Cup, so
exactly. After that...
this is something that's actually just happened.
Yes.
Barry Robson's just been sacked from Wraith Rovers, which I will get on to in a bit.
Then I'll talk about the Sunderland Arsenal game and then City Liverpool game.
I did watch both of those games. I watched not all of the Liverpool game, but I watched the Sunderland Arsenal game, and I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah, that was good fun. I did, believe it or not, I did enjoy watching the football. I just don't always get the time to. So it was good to get that. Get those two games.
We have a return.
The Analyst.
Yes.
Has 2 weeks in a row. We've got some Analyst notes. I'm going to try and press to get those notes every week because they're always the best part of this podcast.
I've had a wee look at them. I didn't want to read them. I said that to you earlier. I wanted to save them to listen to them in the podcast, and they look very good.
I think there's more than last week, but
there is more than
still
last
very
week.
Good
yeah.
Notes. So we'll go into the Analyst notes. I'll talk about before that. We'll talk about some of the just a few Premier League fixtures, just because I want some to note, and then World Cup qualifiers later this week. So I've got some of those that we'd like to talk about. And that's the running order for this podcast, so will we get into it?
I think we should. So I think you're going to start off with Scottish Premiership results, yeah?
So I'm going to start off with the Rangers-Dundee game, of course. A great 3-0 win. I say great, but it's great because it's a win. Rangers were still not the best. Like, realistically, they've not been doing great. But there's some goals from Raskin, Mikey Moore and Gigi Kasama. 2 quick goals in the first half. It was Raskin in the 9th minute with a great header from a brilliant Taverner cross. And then another in the 16th minute, Mikey Moore. But he did have a second goal disallowed as well.
It must have been a good start because I heard
it was a great start.
But I heard for the rest of the game that Dundee really came into their own in the second half.
Was all Dundee. Realistically, it was all Dundee. But Mikey Moore's second goal was disallowed, not for offside or anything, but because apparently Diamande was impeding McCracken.
I haven't seen it.
McCracken made the save anyway.
Oh.
And then they disallowed the goal.
I mean, I'd have to see it to comment on it, but that just...
It was weird, but still happy with the 2-0 start. There was a lot of chances as well. Definitely better attacking wise. But there's some Analyst notes that really break this down. Dundee, again, were much better in the second half. Nothing really came of it. And then JD Kasama's goal was in the 90th minute. And that really finished the game off. At the same time that game was on, we had the Celtic-Kilmarnock game. There was a very quick 10th minute goal there. It was a 4-0 win in total. But it was a somewhat slow first half. The whole
what
game.
Was it 1-0 at half time?
It was 1-0 at half time, so the 10th minute goal, and then it was 1-0 at half time,
yeah.
And then 3 goals in the second half, 2 of which were in the last 10 minutes of the game. So,
yeah.
Second goal was actually Kieran Tierney's first goal since returning to Parkhead.
I noticed he scored, and I wonder if that was his first goal back.
Yeah. So yeah, there was also a penalty in like the 93rd minute or 94th minute or something. So yeah, it was a bit slow in the first half, but obviously
came into their own.
Happy with
got the result.
Another kind of big one for the league table. Hearts drew again.
Yeah.
This team to Dundee United.
Did you see what I think? Dundee United had 3 disallowed goals.
Really?
3 disallowed goals, and I mean they played well. It's
unlucky. It was an own goal as well.
It was an own goal that Hearts got as well.
Yeah.
If it was it was what's his name?
Kizaridis. It was a set piece from him, and then Kucherenko.
Yeah.
An own goal. And then it was Lucas Stevenson that equalised just before half-time, which now means that Hearts sit 7 points above Celtic.
Okay, yeah, closing the gap,
Closing
you know
the
what I
gap,
mean?
yeah. Aberdeen's struggles continue.
Yeah.
They've got their second draw this season. They've got 3 wins, 2 draws. I think 6 losses or something.
That's mental.
It was against Motherwell, and they currently sit on 11 points.
Yeah, I know Elijah just scored for Motherwell. I saw that.
Yes, it was Carlson that scored in the 60th minute, and then Motherwell.
I remember. I was just going to say. I remember.
It was like
I remember
after.
the goals being very close together.
Yeah, and then nothing happened really for the rest of the game. Then it was Falkirk and Livingston, another 1-1 draw. The latter sitting last place in the league with just 8 points right now.
It was a late goal from Livingston, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 89th minute.
89th minute, I saw that, yeah.
Again, it was Falkirk took the lead. They got awarded a penalty in just the 16th minute, and then it was an 89th minute equaliser.
Yeah.
And it was Danny Wilson that scored that one.
Danny Wilson, yeah.
Hibs sit third above Rangers right now. They beat St Mirren 3-0.
They played well.
Mulligan in the 24th minute, Cadden in the 53rd minute, and then one came from Chaiwa in the 80th minute.
Again,
so,
2 disallowed goals for St Mirren.
Yeah.
I saw that because they went 1-0 up and it got disallowed in the 7th minute. And then I think it was like 2-1. It might have been 2-0 or 1-0 to Hibs at this point. They got another one,
yeah,
but it got disallowed again.
VR
so
going
must
crazy.
just be at Edinburgh clubs, eh?
Yeah, so that's all for the Scottish.
Is it my turn now? Do you want to discuss the table?
So the table, if I can pull it up here. See, I was prepared, but
you were not prepared.
Honestly, it's the Wi-Fi in the college is so poor. Here we go. So yes, we've got Hearts sitting first still with 30 points. Celtic are just behind them in second with 7 points behind at 23 points. Hibs and Rangers both sit on 18 points at third and fourth. Falkirk on 16 at fifth. Motherwell on
Falkirk. I don't think anyone really expected Falkirk to do this.
Well
they're doing very well.
Yeah, but also should mention Rangers do have a game in hand.
Oh yeah.
Hibs right now, so and they're both level on points.
Celtic have a game in hand over Hearts as well.
They do. Yeah. So, but another opportunity to close the gap.
Definitely, yeah.
Motherwell are sixth right now. They're sitting on 15 points. Dundee United 7th on 14 points. Aberdeen again, like I said, 11 points. They're sitting 8th right now. St Mirren have 10 points shared with Kilmarnock. They're 9th and 10th. Dundee have 9 points, 11th, and last place Livingston with 8 points.
It's mental because St Mirren are in a cup final and they're sitting 10th.
It's a very weird.
It was a convincing. Did you watch the game?
I didn't manage.
Convincing. I think we discussed this last week, but a convincing win over Motherwell.
Yeah,
but yet they're sitting 9th in the table. But
it's always a volatile.
It's quite a it's quite a close league at the moment. I mean, there's 8 points between 10th and 3rd.
Yeah,
which is it could go any way.
I think that's how you actually want it to be, really. You don't want it to be boring every
it's always like that at the start of the season as well, but I think we're going to move to the Championship now.
We will do.
Queen's Park's second league win of the season has moved them into 8th above Ross County. Airdrie came close to securing their second league win of the season, but had to settle for a point against second place Partick Thistle. That was a Friday night game. It ended 1-1. Absolutely devastating for the Airdrie keeper. I don't know if you saw it. So Airdrie went 1-0 up at around the 70th minute. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. It was around that time. Last minute, Airdrie, this would be ideal for us because Partick are sitting behind St Johnstone. Yeah. And a shot comes in right at the keeper. It goes under his hands.
Oh,
it's horror. It was a horrible one to take, but keepers make mistakes. Move on.
It happens.
Then we've got Dunfermline 2, Saints 2.
You show me one of the goals for this one.
Yep.
Fantastic goal, but
Reece McAleer with a goal. Yep. And Andy Todd with the equaliser for Dunfermline in the 91st minute. A deflected goal. What can you do? Greenock Morton 1, Arbroath 0. Arbroath, you wouldn't believe how they're doing quite well at the moment. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're sitting 3rd or 4th.
Wow.
But they're losing to they've lost to Airdrie and Morton, Morton have only had one other win this season, which is mental. And then you got Queen's Park beating Wraith Rovers. Wraith Rovers, we'll get onto in a minute.
Yeah.
Queen's Park's second win of the season, which moved, and then Ross County 3, Ayr 3. Ross County were leading 3-1 and just bottled it. But it looked like a very good game overall. So I think we're going to move to the table. Saints sit top, 3 points ahead of Partick. I thought it was more than that. I'm not going to lie to you. Partick sits second on 28. Saints sit on 31. Arbroath sit on 21 in third, which
Okay.
is crazy. They've had 5
Really
losses
good
and
for
sit in
them.
third. Dunfermline sit 4th on 19, Ayr sit 5th on 19, Raith sit 6th on 18, Greenock Morton sit 7th on 15, Queen's Park are in 8th on 13 points, Ross County are in 9th on 12 points, and Airdrie are on 8 points in 10th place.
Wow.
So you wouldn't suspect that about County, would you?
No, not really, but
Life in its
good
lemons.
riddance.
Gonna go to League One now. Inverness, Caledonian and Thistle remain top, with Cove Rangers still at the bottom of the table. Queen of the South have moved into the playoff positions. So there was an emphatic win for Hamilton as they beat Peterhead 3-0. Inverness beat Cove 1-0, so obviously top v bottom. Montrose lost 4-0 to Alloa at home. That's quite a big win for Alloa.
Yeah.
I think Alloa. I think I've said this in a past episode. Alloa kind of sit in like the kind of playoff bit of League One and then bottom of the
Yeah.
Championship. Kind of that area.
They're kind of stuck.
Queen of the South 3, East 5-0, and Stenhousemuir 2, Kelly Hearts 2. And we'll get onto the table. Inverness at top. Second is Alloa. Third is Stenhousemuir. Fourth is Queen of the South. Fifth is Peterhead. Sixth is East Fife. Seventh is Hamilton. Eighth is Montrose. Ninth is Kelty. And 10th is Cove Rangers. Cove Rangers were in the Championship a few years ago.
So they're climbing out. Well,
They're kind of fallen.
they're. It's one of those. Is still the same. Like they have that when you get promoted to like the Premiership, you kind of always get relegated.
Yeah.
Most of the time, is it the same kind of way for League One to?
I suppose,
Championship? Does it end
yeah.
up the same?
What do you mean, like?
Like when you get promoted, you kind of get relegated the next season.
I think so, yeah. For Cove Rangers, that was certainly the case.
Okay.
Anyway. Because they're not a huge team.
No.
I just don't think they didn't sustain the Championship. They got relegated instantly. And I think that kind of, it didn't ruin them, but it certainly did not help their morale.
Do you think that's just a money problem? They don't have enough money to.
I couldn't comment.
Create a
I don't
team.
know enough about it to comment on it, to be honest. But
Maybe that's one to ask the analyst.
that might be one to ask. Yeah, if he knows enough about Cove Rangers, Analyst, could you help us out, please?
I'll see if he could do some research.
But finally, we got the League Two.
Yes.
East Kilbride have closed the gap to 4 points behind the Spartans. Bottom side, Edinburgh City are now 9 points behind Stranraer. That's because they had a big point deduction and they've clawed it back and they're not on negative points anymore. They had a 15-point deduction.
Oof.
So they've clawed it back and they're winning loads of games. Like, I'll get onto that in a second. But they lost this week.
Well,
So
you're picking them up. just to
Clyde
knock them
nil,
down.
Stranraer nil, Dumbarton 2 and an Athletic 1, East Kilbride 2, Stirling Albion nil, Edinburgh City 1, Elgin City 3, Forfar 1 and Spartans 1. So quite nothing to really write home about, is there?
No, not much.
Spartans sit top on 25 points and it's East Kilbride in second, Clyde in third, Elgin in fourth, Dumbarton in fifth, Forfar in sixth, Stranraer in seventh, Stirling in eighth, Annan in ninth, and Edinburgh City sit at the bottom, but they're on 3 points, so they've won 5 games and are at the bottom of the table.
Wow.
It's horrible.
That's awful.
They've won more games than they've lost, and they're bottom of the table. It's horrible.
It's a dogfight.
It is a dogfight. But yeah, that's all the Scottish.
Onto some of the fixtures then.
You know what? I'm gonna go over there was women's games on.
Yeah.
At there was Sky Sports Cup quarterfinals. Celtic beat Queen's Park 9-1. Glasgow City beat Aberdeen 2-0. It was an Edinburgh derby. Hearts 2, Hibs 3, and Rangers 3, Partick Thistle 0. So we don't really talk about women's football much, do we?
No, we need to get a section on here for that because I don't see why we don't. I think there's absolutely room for it.
Definitely.
Plenty of women's football on. I think later on this week there's some the Women's Champions League's on. So
Yeah,
we
we
can
said
cover
we were going to
next
talk
week.
about that.
Definitely.
But we've got some fixtures up tonight
Fixtures
as well.
up. So do you want to talk about those fixtures first?
The fixtures up tonight. Of course, I would love to. We've got the Challenge Cup, also known as the KD Evolution Trophy. We've got Alloa taking on Clyde, Annan taking on Kilmarnock B, Cove Rangers versus Forfar, Dumbarton versus Stenhousemuir, East Fife versus Edinburgh City, East Kilbride versus Celtic B, that's live on Premier Sports, Elgin City versus Dundee B, Hamilton versus Rangers B, Inverness, Cali Thistle against Dundee United B, Kelty Hearts against Hearts B, Montrose against Hibs B, Queen of the South against Motherwell B, Stirling Albion versus Peterhead, Stranraer versus St Mirren B, and the Spartans versus Aberdeen B. So
Quite a few games on.
quite a lot of B's in
Yeah, a
that,
lot of Bs
wasn't
there.
there? Quite a
Easy
lot of
for you to
B's.
say.
Yeah, certainly. Just having to say B after everything. But yeah, that's kind of all the upcoming fixtures on in Scotland tonight, isn't there?
Tonight, yeah, I'm going to cover just some of the Scottish Prem fixtures the next little while. So, Hibs versus Dundee.
Mm-hmm.
Hibs obviously not doing too bad right now.
They're doing well, yeah.
Definitely get a win there. Kilmarnock versus Motherwell. Dundee United versus Falkirk. And it's Rangers versus Livingston. Hopefully a win there. I wouldn't even be surprised if we lose that one, but hoping for a bit of confidence there. Get another win. St Mirren versus Celtic. And then Hearts versus Aberdeen.
Some good Hearts Aberdeen. I think will be a.
I hope so. I might. I don't know if that one will be on, but I'll try watch that one because I think
you might be able to catch it. I don't know if it's on anything.
I just want to see what Hearts are up to. Do you know? Also, my mate's a Hearts fan. I want to annoy him. So
you want to annoy him?
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get that much right now being a Rangers fan.
That's true. That's true.
But
you know what?
We're going to move on to some more recent news.
Yes.
Something that happened in the last couple of hours. Wraith Rovers sacked Barry Robson after a poor run. I think it was coming, to be honest. He's not had some great results. So, it's from BBC Sport. Wraith Rovers have sacked manager Barry Robson after 4 defeats from their past 6 Scottish Championship games.
Yeah.
Assistant manager Andy Kirk, who has also been relieved of his duties, as Kirkcaldy Club sits 6th place with 18 points from 14 games. Former Aberdeen boss Robson, not why I said his age, moved to Starks Park at the tail end of 2024 and departs 11 months into a 2.5-year contract. Rovers are 13 points behind league leaders St Johnstone and 1 point behind Fife rivals Dunfermline Athletic in 4th spot. A brief statement from the club makes no mention of an interim replacement for the next match at home to bottom of the table Airdrieonians on Saturday. So I think they'll be looking to get a swift appointment in there if they're not mentioning an interim.
Yeah.
They might already have someone lined up.
They've probably been thinking about it for a while.
Yeah, I think.
Honestly, I remember the elation you had when you looked at your phone and you saw that notification.
I was like, we have something to talk about. Content. Thank you, Barry Robson, for getting sacked.
thanks for making
That's horrible. A man's lost his job. We shouldn't be laughing.
I'm sure he's all right.
Yeah, I'd be happy to get a Kirkcaldy. I certainly would.
He did it on purpose.
Oh yeah. But yeah, there's not much. I think it's definitely been coming. Wraith, I've been sitting about the playoff spot the last couple of seasons, and they're just kind of under. I mean, losing to Queen's Park is not great.
They need something. Definitely,
but what's up next, Leo?
Up next, I'm going to cover just 2 of the Premier League games.
This is all you, mate.
So Sunderland drew 2-2 with Arsenal. To stop Arsenal, Arsenal went 13 hours without conceding at all in all competition. And then Ballard sent the ball past Riot. It was a set piece.
I saw. Yeah, Ballard was brilliant.
He was great. So Arsenal's clean sheet streak. Gone.
Clean streak.
Hope so. Maybe not for Riot after that. Arsenal did come back. They were close to going a bit. They would have been 9 points clear if they won, but it was a 94th minute equaliser from Brobbey, and the points were shared rather.
It was. I feel like I remember the goal, but I also don't. The Sunderland goal. I feel like it was a tap-in. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I know Ballard made a block in like the 90th minute.
Yeah. To
stop Arsenal scoring a third.
But I think the game of the day there was City Liverpool.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't manage to catch the whole game because I was trying to get my Sky Sports working and it just wasn't. I needed to sign in. I was searching my iMessages for the login, but it ended up being a fairly good game to watch, but not great for Liverpool. It was 3-0 to City after Liverpool also got a goal disallowed. But I caught the last 2 goals. I was watching from like just before half time, 35th minute or something. I started watching. So, I mean, the analyst has some stuff to say about this as well. City were
the analyst has stuff to say about anything, doesn't he?
He does. Anything you ask him about, he has something. He's always got something. But no, it was City kind of dominated. Really, Liverpool were never really in it. Maybe if the goal wasn't disallowed, they might have had something to go back, but it really wasn't much of a competition. And to be honest, even if they did get that goal, I don't think they would have got anything else. But yeah, it was obviously Haaland. I think he had a penalty.
He missed his penalty.
So it could have been 4-0, really. But he still got his goal in the 30th minute, or the 29th, rather. Yeah, 3-0 City. Liverpool not getting it.
Yeah,
They're not getting it. But if I may, I'd like to go over the analyst notes.
Can I
he covers this.
interrupt you for a second?
Go for it,
Because
yeah.
I've just had an article pop up.
Okay.
Messi breaks his silence. My family and I really miss Barcelona.
You know what? I saw Fabrizio Romano post about this. Along with something else.
Don't
that we
even
might
get me
not-
started. He ruins everything.
we might not want to talk about the other thing he posted. Something about Lamine Yamal and
Oh, you know we don't need
something
to.
else.
If you need to look at Fabrizio Romano, search up Lamine Yamal, you'll find out.
There you go.
I
Or
don't-
if you're listening, that's your
I don't
mention.
think it's something warranted talking about, but it's quite an interesting story.
I don't know if it's interesting. I think it's kind of weird that Fabrizio's talking about all that.
Yeah, I mean the guy's barely a child.
It's a bit wild, but yeah,
Could Messi? I don't think he'll return to Barcelona, but I
maybe
think
make a return not as a player,
he
but
might
in some other capacity.
in other capacity. Exactly.
Do
Like
you think
maybe
he'd do coaching or?
that's the thing. I don't think he'd
ambassadorship?
do. I don't think he'd do coaching.
I couldn't see him as a coach.
No,
Maybe just as an ambassador.
it could be at the very least an assistant manager, but I don't.
Maybe
I don't know because
you don't want to be coached by him. I don't think.
no, definitely
I
not.
don't think he would. But no, I don't see him in that kind of role. I'd probably see him moving there just to be.
I could
around.
see him. The thing is, though, see when he moved to America, I could always see him like say doing the same thing David Beckham did and starting up as like his own club.
Maybe I don't see why not. But I don't know if he'd want to stay out there to do that, or maybe he would just put his name on it and let other people deal with it.
True, exactly that. But sorry, I had to interrupt you there.
No,
but
that's okay.
is it time for the analyst
It is
notes?
time for the analyst
I've not
notes.
listened to these, so I'm actually very excited.
So we're going to cover City Liverpool first. We've
okay.
whacked the
I'm
mic
sorry, I'm
there.
trying to get comfy.
These chairs and this desk are quite creaky, so
That is not as good as the other
the
studio
other studio's better.
because we're in a different studio today. So
It was unfortunately in use, so we had to use the
yeah,
other studio. But here we go. The analyst says regarding City versus Liverpool, Manchester City dismantled Liverpool in the biggest game of the week between the only two Premier League winners since 16-17. This performance was much more like the Guardiola teams. Of the past. Free-flowing and calm under pressure. The first goal comes from City playing out under huge pressure in their own corner flag. There was one key difference from the classic Guardiola style which Liverpool couldn't handle. The only feature of Pep's teams that don't usually change is wingers staying high and wide. This wasn't the case on Sunday night as Doku and Cherki were instructed to move into the centre of the pitch with the fullbacks staying wide in the space left behind. This gave Liverpool fullbacks a choice between following their wingers into the middle of the pitch or staying with their opposite fullbacks out wide. And when they didn't follow into the midfield, it left City with a 3 versus 2 in the Liverpool midfield, which Doku exploited all game. And he obviously got a goal from that as well.
he was brilliant.
Yeah. I don't know if this makes any sense, but every time I see Doku play, he looks like he shouldn't be able to dribble, and he always makes his way in somewhere.
I went to a City game. I think it was 2 seasons ago. They beat Bournemouth 6-1. Doku, I think it was one of the best performances individually. That was a difficult day for me, though. I triple captain Haaland in my FPL, and he got taken off at half time.
Difficult day.
He got taken off at half
no.
time. So
I've not checked my fantasy.
I've not played it this year.
Maybe we need to get that as a section on
That would be a good one.
Um,
Do the Scottish football one.
yeah.
We could actually do that.
Further to this, though,
Yeah.
the analyst says, from a Liverpool perspective, this was another game where they lacked intensity off the ball and couldn't figure out how to play forward when they had it. Slot himself said they couldn't figure out how to beat the City game plan. They already have 5 losses this season in the league, and some Liverpool fans are questioning Arne Slot's position already. What do you think?
Sorry, Loki's on out that last one. I was reading Hamilton. There's a statement being released. I mean,
Liverpool fans questioning Slot's position already. They lacked intensity off the ball and couldn't figure out how to play forward when they had it.
yeah, I mean that's what we talked about last week, isn't
Yeah, it's
it?
been their problem so far.
The
all
long
season.
ball, definitely. Just, I think people have definitely figured out Slot's kind of style of play, and it's starting.
Do you think it was maybe his first season there was just such a new thing
Yeah,
for teams that they couldn't figure it out, and maybe Liverpool players were just playing on their A game. I mean, they've obviously not got the same team as last season, so that's obviously maybe
arguably they have a
factor.
better team now.
Arguably,
They
but
should have a better team, but obviously these players aren't suited to the style of play.
yeah, maybe they just need more time. Maybe they'll really come into their own later in the season, but obviously it's not going to help out later in the season. You want it to help out now. But we'll move on to Rangers versus Dundee.
Okay.
Danny Rowe managed his third straight win in the league since taking over the Rangers job. There were positive signs as Jack Butland was barely troubled in the Rangers goal. Mikey Moore was given a role more inside the pitch, which he excelled in. He linked well with Raskin and got Rangers up the pitch. Both gave their best performances of the season. Still, outside of this combination and James Tavernier, Rangers looked toothless. The left side of Mekoma and Gassama barely created anything up until a great long-range strike from the latter. Rangers tried 2 different partners for Raskin, 2 number 10s and 2 different strikers. None of them were good. Dundee controlled most of the second half despite not getting any clear chances. Obviously, winning is better than losing, but Rangers don't look any better on the ball than under Martin. The defensive issues have at least been slowed. It will take some excellent business in January for Rangers to become any sort of threat to those above them this season.
We said that last week. We said January is going to be a very busy month.
I hope so, anyway.
Well, what were we discussing? We're looking at doing something in January.
I don't want to mention too much because it might just not happen.
That's true. But we could give a little maybe.
We want to do something special for deadline day.
Even if it's like a live stream of the podcast going into midnight.
It'll be live if we can.
We will do it live and it'll be streamed.
We're going to try our best.
So
even if we can cover some of it, it'll be good.
Definitely.
We might have some guests on. We're working it out. There's still plenty of time to figure it out.
But a potential appearance from the Analyst.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we can do.
Put a voice changer on him. No one knows who he is.
Yeah. Keep him anonymous.
I've just had some news.
Oh, yeah?
Wraith Rovers. Paul Hanlon will now take charge as an interim player manager with immediate effect.
Wow. See, if this was live now, this would be fantastic.
This is great, isn't it? We're getting like news coming out.
Thank you, Wraith Rovers, for
Thank
giving
you,
us
bloody
more.
Wraith Rovers, honestly.
Next up on the Analyst's notes,
We kind of brushed over the Dundee stuff.
I think there's obviously not much about Dundee here. It's mostly about Rangers still.
Yeah, that's what I mean, yeah.
You know, they're obviously still trying to figure things out. New manager, still trying to get these players working. Obviously, there's some good signs there, but there's still a lot to do.
Do you think with the right players that Roll could really make this work?
I really think so. If he's got his own players, if he has players that he thinks can work under his system, if, you know, there's always a chance.
Do you ever just think that it becomes a bit like, do you ever feel like the cycle's repeating itself quite a lot?
It always is.
Always is.
It's the
but
same
do you
for a lot of
think
football
do you
clubs.
think the same stuff has happened with managers in the past and it's now happening with the Role? That he's going to get these players and they're still not going to perform?
I think there's every chance, but I think the only difference now is there's a lot more money to play with, hopefully. So if you can get a manager that can succeed, I think the issue is more that it's in the Scottish Premiership. He has played different football in different leagues, different places. It's not going to work out the same every place you go, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to have to, if he's a good enough manager, he's going to have to figure out how to implement a system that works in Scottish football, or implement his system and make it work in Scottish football. And that's the decider. It's all good and well having managers come in and out, but the reason they're coming in and out is because they cannot stand the test of that. Whether they get their players or not, people are always going to blame. They're going to go, oh, we've not got the players, and then they're going to go, oh, but the manager's bad when they do have the players. It's always going to be like that. People are always going to say that, but it really is. It comes down to if you can get those two components and then you can get them to work. That is as simple as it is, I think.
Definitely, yeah. You kind of hit the nail on the head there, but I can see definitely that there was some better performance. I watched a bit of the Dundee game.
I think there's absolutely signs that it's going in the right direction and that Danny Roll is better than Martin, and that's a positive.
Yeah, definitely. But there was definitely signs of getting overrun.
Yeah,
they're still getting used to that style of play, but it'll come. I think it'll definitely come.
I mean, to have his third consecutive win in the league. Obviously, we didn't cover much of the game against Roma, but not. You know, I
forgot about that. Rangers played really well, I thought. I watched the game. They played really well.
I think that it was a tough opponent anyway. I know we said, I'm not sure if we said it on the podcast or if we said it just to each other, but we said that we hoped that Rangers would at least play well and it would be a good game for them, because it's always going to be a tough test going against a team like that.
I thought that Rangers held up their own. If they'd just taken their chances, they could have got a few goals.
I think
there was a chance. I think it was Giga in the first half. He missed. I think it was like clean through and it just went right past the post.
That's what I mean.
I thought Rangers maybe could have gotten someone out of the game if they'd just taken their chances. It was a good performance, but there was boos at full time. I just don't understand it.
I mean, fans are always going to be upset at a loss. I think, especially in the Europa League, normally Rangers do quite well, and this season not so much.
Roma are arguably one of the best teams in the Europa League this season.
I know, but let's be honest. As a Rangers fan, I can admit that most Rangers fans are numpties. So I can see them booing despite it being a good performance.
Definitely,
they don't
yeah.
always take things at face value like that.
What have we got next from the analyst?
Some words on the Scottish Premier League title race.
Okay.
Hearts dropped points again this weekend during a draw to Dundee United. They are now just 7 points clear of Celtic, who have a game in hand. Hearts' strong start to the season has come largely from two players, Braga and Kaziridis. Hopefully got that one
Kizaridis,
right.
I think his name is, yeah.
Two excellent signings from the Jamestown Analytics wing, brought by Hearts investor Tony Bloom, who's
Yep.
the Brighton owner.
Mm-hmm.
While Hearts have started well, their underlying data goes against this. They have outperformed their XG and XGA by a large margin, suggesting a lot of luck has been involved in their results. Based on this, the sustainability of Hearts' league form is very questionable. Celtic have been horrible so far, but things have improved slightly since Brendan Rodgers' departure. My money would still be on Celtic for the title.
I've said this. I don't think Hearts can keep it up.
No, especially with that little fact about the XG and XGA.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, so.
Definitely. Well, when Tony Bloom, he's very stats orientated. Like, it's very...
Yeah.
That's what he did with Brighton. He took Brighton from... I think it was his local team. He took Brighton from, like, the kind of lower... Not lower English League 1 Championship League 2 kind of area. Took them up to the Prem purely on the stats. Like, he's made... I think it was Estepinian signed him for, like, a couple million, sold him for, like, 100 million to Chelsea. Like, he's made some mental profits just signing like these small kind of wonder kids and developing them and selling them for more. It's been brilliant what he's done with Brighton. But Claudio Braga, best song in the league.
Best song in the league.
I showed you earlier.
That was brilliant.
It's
the
a great
Minecraft
song.
version of it.
Definitely. But
what was it? Claudio Lava. Brilliant. Okay.
Claudio Lava. But yeah, I think it's definitely Celtic will catch up.
I think so. I mean, they're 7 points behind with a game in hand. They're gonna close the gap. I think they're still the best at the moment, despite a poor start. But it's happened before. It'll likely happen again.
Definitely.
Finally, we have some words on the Celtic manager situation.
Yes.
The Analyst says, everything I've heard from within Celtic suggests they'd like a new manager in place by the end of the international break. The question is who? Postecoglou and Bellamy have both distanced themselves from the job.
I'm just getting into it. Bellamy.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Kjetil Knutsen of Bodo Glimt has had reports linking him, but he has turned down the Rangers job in the past for reasons around money and club structure.
Definitely, yeah.
Celtic have had similar problems with the latter, so that leaves two conflicting reports I've heard. The first is that Sean Maloney, assistant under Martin O'Neill, is being prepared to take over in full. And the second is that Celtic would like to bring in French manager Wilfred Nancy from the MLS. He's a very skilled manager and data analysis like his style. From a statistical point of view, it is, however, very different playing in the MLS to the SPFL. These two are the favourites for now, but as the Rangers manager search showed, there is no certainty here. A good choice here could turn Celtic's season around.
That's what we were just saying, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were just talking about that realistically. I think the Analyst does have some... He knows people.
He knows people. He's got some connections.
So I can... always trust. I mean, I remember I told you, I'm sure I've said this in the podcast, when Rangers was looking for a manager,
you told me before.
Updates,
yeah, you told me before, like that. When Gerrard had fallen through, you told me before.
Yeah, he just knows things.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, those last two, I'm thinking are likely, and obviously he says that everything he's heard from within Celtic suggests they'll have a manager in place by the end of the international break. So we'll see, but I'm not sure if it's any later than that or if it's at the end of the international break. How do you think they're going to fare signing new players?
It honestly depends on if they have a new manager by that point.
Do you think they'll make many signings?
I think they'll make a few. I think they'll want to sign a goal-scoring striker.
Yeah, they'll just see, okay, here's a problem.
They will need to sign. They need to sign a prolific goal scorer. Like, I don't think Rangers really have one at the moment, do they?
No, I think that's the biggest.
But look,
thing.
that's what gives Hearts the edge. They've got Braga, they've got Shankland.
Yeah,
that's what's giving Hearts the edge at the moment. I
Absolutely.
think. Oh, that's what my thoughts are.
So, that's the Analyst notes.
That was very good.
He's
brilliant again.
Great analyst.
Brilliant again from the Analyst.
I hope he doesn't ask for money soon. He's gonna want pay.
Once the podcast starts making money, we'll pay him.
I think next we should talk about the upcoming World Cup qualifiers.
Oh, huge games.
We've got some big games. It goes over Thursday, Friday and Saturday.
Should we just talk about Scotland first, and then we'll
We
get
should
to
talk about Scotland first. They're facing Greece
Greece
on Saturday.
and then Denmark, I believe, on Tuesday. The Greece game, kind of a must-win,
Yes.
but a draw isn't awful. We can't lose.
And to be honest, after the last 2 games, I think there's every chance. I think there's every
Definitely,
chance.
if we beat Greece, that would be amazing. If we draw, it's not great, but it's okay. And then basically Denmark, if we beat them, we go to the World Cup.
Yeah, I think especially if Scotland beat Greece, I think it's a good confidence boost as well to go into the game
Because
against
Denmark, I don't think they're going to slip up against Moldova. Denmark
Very
will
unlikely.
Denmark will beat the Moldova. If they don't, unreal.
Yeah.
But if they do, then
Denmark
it
are the
won't
ones to
surprise
beat
me.
here.
I can't see them slipping up. But that game on Hampden will be bouncing.
Oh yeah.
It will be
Absolutely.
We'll be recording on Wednesday next week, so it'll be the day after.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
I'm excited.
I can't wait for. I'm not gonna
I
go.
love a good Scotland game.
I love a Scotland game. I don't think I'll be able to go though, which is devastating.
I feel like I might be able to. Well, it depends on timings. I don't
Can you get me a
know.
ticket?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
We
thank
can
you.
figure something out.
We can figure something out.
Um,
Last Scotland game I went to, I think, was with my dad. I think. Oh no, sorry, Euros. I was at the
Yeah,
Euros. I was with the last Hampden Scotland game I was at was. I think we beat Ireland 2-1. It must have been with 2022. I think Jack Hendry and Ryan Christie scored.
I'd been to Hampden only 2 times. Once to see Rangers in a friendly, and the second time to see Kendrick Lamar. So
They were saying, "Oh yeah, for a Scotland game." No, I've been
I've
Hampden
not seen a
loads.
Scotland game,
I've
I'd
been
love
about twice with Saints. I think.
Mhm.
No, 3 times actually, because I went when I was like 3 or 4. Because I left at half time because we were 3-0 into Motherwell at half time in the Scottish Cup semi final. And yeah, we left.
Bringing up bad memories for you there.
Yeah, definitely. And then
No, I think definitely Denmark are the ones to beat, but Scotland, if they can beat Greece, great position to be in, and then a great confidence boost going into the game.
that Denmark game is huge though.
It will be big.
Hampden will be bouncing.
Yeah.
Hampden will be. I mean, we beat them 2-0. We beat them 2-0 a few years ago.
Yeah.
At home. Why can't it happen again? But I think the whole of Scotland, they'll be watching it.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a huge match.
I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to
Very
see it.
excited.
I can't wait.
And it's so soon.
Honestly,
It's very soon.
and then what's good about my situation at the moment, Saints and Championship, we don't have an international break.
Yeah.
So we play it on the same day as Scotland. It's a great day.
Great. You got so many games
I've
to
got
watch.
great games to watch. I don't get to watch them, they don't work.
Oh.
So I don't get
Unlucky.
Unlucky. But
Unlucky.
I can, it's nice to have a game on in the day to like kind of look at,
Yeah.
and then a game at night to watch.
But see, when Rangers are playing and I'm at work and I can't check it, I get so stressed. And I know they're going to lose.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like about Saints last season anyway.
But I'm going to just read out some of the other fixtures we can discuss.
Yeah.
So Thursday, just some ones that I picked out. France versus Ukraine.
Yeah, I don't know what that does. I don't really know what these do to the groups, so I don't know if they're
No,
significant.
I'm not too
or
sure about the groups. I just thought these are the ones that I would be interested to watch and maybe we can discuss.
Mhm.
France versus Ukraine. We've got England versus Serbia.
England already qualified, so nothing really big
Yeah,
there.
not too big, but England just hope they lose. Italy versus Moldova.
Italy's got that one, I think. Well,
Um,
no, I swear Italy, they haven't qualified for the World Cup.
Yeah, I've not seen much from them.
They didn't qualify for World Cup. They didn't qualify for the Euros, or was it the World Cup in 2018? World Cup 2018 and World Cup 2022,
Yeah.
because they lost to North Macedonia. I remember that. So I
Every
don't know if they've
chance.
already qualified. We can double check that, but
And then another mention from my friend Arran here: Ireland versus Portugal.
I'm pretty sure Ireland could still qualify if they beat Portugal.
Yeah.
So that's a huge match.
Is Ronaldo still playing internationally?
I'm not the person
So
to ask.
I want to say
So yeah, if Ireland win and Hungary lose to Armenia, then Ireland go into the playoffs, and then I think they play on Monday, I believe, or Sunday. I'm not 100%. Yeah, they play Hungary. Oh, that's a huge game. So if they beat Hungary, and then Ireland, and then Portugal somehow lose, and Ireland goes straight into the World Cup, but I can't see Portugal losing to Armenia.
no. I doubt that.
But Ireland have a great chance to get into the playoffs, which I would like to see. I wouldn't mind Ireland going to the World Cup.
yeah.
France versus Ukraine is actually a more significant fixture than I thought.
You think so? Or
Well,
what's the deal with that?
Ukraine's at second, 3 points behind
Oh
France.
wow.
So
Okay, so
Ukraine
that's
could
fairly
close the
significant.
gap, definitely. But what are the other games you picked out?
I've got Germany versus Luxembourg.
quite a big game. Slovakia and Germany sit on 9 points. Northern Ireland sit on 6. Luxembourg sit on 0. But
Ooh.
still, 3 points. Sorry, Germany and Slovakia on the same points.
Yeah,
That's huge.
that's big. Well, there's Poland versus Netherlands that day as well.
Poland versus Netherlands. Netherlands sit on 16 points. Poland sit on 13 points. So, but Netherlands have got 19 goal difference and Poland have got
Wow.
6. So, not much can really happen there. I'm pretty sure it's the last game as well.
Yeah. Then I've picked out Spain versus Georgia.
Spain versus Georgia.
Not sure really what that'll do to.
Nothing much, to be honest. I mean, Turkey sit 3 points behind Spain, but there's a 12 goal difference between them. So, not much can really happen there.
I finally picked out Belgium versus Kazakhstan.
Belgium versus Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan sit on 7 points in 4th place, and North Macedonia sit 1 point behind Belgium.
Wow. Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure. I think that might be all their games over. If there's one more, then North Macedonia could overtake Belgium, which would be huge, and then North Macedonia go to the World Cup.
Wow.
So some real
Could be big there.
big games, isn't there? Some real big games.
Be excited to see how that all plays out. Especially
I'm
the Scotland
looking
game.
forward to it, yeah.
A lot of good stuff there then.
But that Scotland game on Tuesday, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yes.
It's a massive game. I can't wait for it.
And we'll be able to cover it just the next day.
Exactly. Because so much stuff to talk
We
about.
could be coming in here really sad or really happy.
It's going to be a 50-50. It'd be even worse if it was a draw.
Oh yeah.
That
'Cause we
would
come in
re-
and we're like, we don't even know what's going on.
Honestly, no, because if we draw, then Denmark go through on goal difference, I believe. Unless we beat Greece 6-0. and
I doubt that's gonna happen.
7. Sorry, unless we beat Greece 7-0 and then Denmark beat Belarus 1-0, then we just need to win it.
Yeah.
We can't even draw. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
I'm a little bit sad though because my girlfriend's away on holiday and she took my Scotland top with her.
What the hell?
She took it with her.
That's horrible.
I know. So I won't be able to represent in that way, but I'll get the face paint on.
Do you not have another Scotland top?
I don't.
What the
actually.
hell? Get
And that
another
one, to be fair,
have you
is
seen the
much
new one?
just
It's really nice.
I do like the new one.
I like the new one. But I think that's all for
That is
today,
all.
isn't
That's
it? We've had a good episode.
The running order went very smoothly.
Running order.
This is the most prepared we've been, I think. Specifically me. Specifically me. Most of the time I'm like, I don't know. But this time I came prepared. So happy about this
A
one.
very good episode. What are we doing now?
What are we doing now?
I think canteen.
Canteen probably. Get a little snack maybe.
Toasty. Oh,
Another
wait,
cup
is
of
the
tea?
canteen shut?
No.
Doesn't the canteen shut for like a wee bit?
Oh, maybe it does.
That'd be horrible. I'd be so upset.
Probably not.
But this has been the Halfway Line episode 6. Thank you very much, Leo.
Thank you very much.
And we will see you next week. Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Bye.